Have you ever wondered what it's really like to have 1 million subscribers on YouTube? Well, I've been doing YouTube for 8 years, and my other channel, Oscar and Magic, has 1.3 million subscribers and more than 250 million views. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about the 7 ways it's changed my life, from how much money it makes me on a daily basis to some of the crazy opportunities it's given me, like getting book deals and hanging out with billionaires. And I'm even going to tell you how 1 million subscribers almost broke me and how I nearly ended up deleting my entire channel because I just didn't think it was worth it. But first, how much money do you think a YouTube channel with 1 million subscribers actually makes? Do you think it's $100,000 a year, $500,000 a year, or $1 million per year? Well, the answer will surprise you. So I've got multiple income streams on my channel, and the first is Google AdSense, which averages between $200 to $400 a day. And on some days, if a video goes viral, it can jump to about $1,000 in that day, which is absolutely crazy. And over the course of a year, my channel usually generates around $100,000 to $130,000 from just ads alone. And that's also not including repurposed content on Facebook, which generates around an extra 20K or so. So adverts are a great income stream, but brand deals make even more money. And obviously I can't go into specifics about how much I charge per deal, but I was earning multiple 6 figures per year when I was doing brand deals. But then last year, I actually made the decision to stop all brand deals on my channel. And I did this because I discovered a new income stream that was much more reliable and more profitable. And that was selling my own online courses teaching magic tricks. As I mentioned earlier, my other channel teaches magic, hence I have courses that teach magic. Now, I prefer to promote my own courses on my channel instead of like random brands, just because they're much more relevant to my audience, so my audience like it more, and they also generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales, so it's a bit of like a win-win situation. Now, these are just a couple of the main income streams that I have on my channel, and they really have changed my life. They've allowed me to do this whole YouTube thing full-time and genuinely turn my passion into my profession, so I'm just so grateful for that. But the next question is, what's the point of earning all this money if you can't enjoy it? Well, that brings us on to the second way that YouTube's changed my life, which is time and money separation. You see, with YouTube, the amount of money you earn isn't actually the most life-changing thing. You know, doctors and lawyers, they also earn lots of money. Instead, what YouTube offers is the separation of time and money. And understanding this concept completely changed my life, so let me explain it to you now. In his book, The 4-Hour Workweek, Tim Ferriss says, to have true freedom in life, you need to separate time and money and have systems and processes in place that generate income whilst you sleep. And YouTube allows you to do this really well. For example, this video here has made over $25,000. It only took me a couple of days to actually make it, but then after it was uploaded, I haven't done anything to the video, yet it still earns money to this day. So can you see here how time and money are completely separated? You just put in the effort up front once, and then it keeps earning money like an asset. Now, obviously that is an extreme example because that video's got like 12 million views or something. But if you've got, let's say, 20 videos and each one of them earns $100 a month, that's an extra $2,000 per month without having to do much once you've put in the initial work. And because of this, you're not then tethered to an hourly wage, which gives you your time back and ultimately your freedom back to live life how you want. So for me, YouTube's given me the freedom to do things like travel the world. I absolutely love doing this. I try and explore a new country every couple of months. And one of my big hobbies is diving, so I try and dive as much as I can as well. But most importantly, I'm able to do all this whilst earning money passively from my channel. And if you want to know more about how to monetize your channel, then please click the first link in the description to join my free training, because inside I explain how the YouTube algorithm actually works and how to monetize your channel properly so you can potentially turn it into a part-time or full-time job. So click the first link in the description if that sounds interesting. Now, the next thing about having 1 million subscribers is that it allows you to build awareness around certain issues. And this next thing is easily the biggest and most rewarding thing that YouTube has allowed me to do, full stop. It starts off with quite a sad story. In 2003, my second cousin, Hannah Foster, was very sadly murdered, and then a school was set up in her name. And the school is called the Hannah Memorial School, and it basically provides free education to children in one of the poorest areas of India. And using my platform, I'm able to help fund this school and help the education there remain free. And every year I give a percentage of all my profits from online magic courses to the school as well. And because YouTube allows me so much time and location freedom, I go and visit the school as much as I can and show the children their magic, which is just so much fun. And in the 8 years I've been doing YouTube, this is easily the most rewarding thing it's allowed me to do. It showed me that YouTube is so much more than just views and subscribers, and it really is like genuinely a tool to make an actual difference in the world. And in my case, it's helped me make a little impact by turning this very tragic event into something a bit more positive. The fourth way YouTube's changed my life is also very personal. Right now, I would like to say that I'm someone who's happy to put their face on camera and for millions of people to look at me, I guess. And I also love to perform magic in real life in front of crowds of people as well. And as such, I would say that genuinely speaking, I'm quite a confident person. But it didn't start off like that. You see, I was 17 years old when I actually created my magic channel, and I was quite a shy person at this point in my life. I was really terrified about what people would think of me if I was at school and they knew that I had like a magic trick tutorial channel, and yeah, just, you know, it wasn't the coolest thing. So I never told anyone about my channel, not even my closest family and friends knew about it. And YouTube kind of like became my big secret. I mean, if you go to my channel, you can see I didn't even show my face on my first 100 videos, as I just feared what people would think about me. But then, as I posted more and more videos onto my channel, something interesting happened. You see, people started subscribing to the channel, and then they left positive comments saying that, you know, they enjoyed what I was making and it was actually really helping them out. And over time, something shifted inside of me. I started to realize that my videos were genuinely helping people, and I became proud of them, not ashamed of them. And this pride started to override the fear of what people would think about me if I told them I had a YouTube channel. And then eventually it reached like a tipping point where I just believed in myself and my videos so much that I didn't care what people would think about me if I told them I had a channel, because I just really believed in what I was doing. And I actually became excited to tell people about my channel and show my face on it. And this also gave me the confidence to go out into the streets and start performing magic in front of real crowds of people as well. So YouTube really has transformed my life from quite a shy 17-year-old boy who definitely feared public judgment to someone who's happy to put themselves out there and not worry too much about what people think. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows, because a few years ago, I nearly deleted my entire channel and gave up on it all. And this brings us to change number 5, which is becoming a best-selling author. So when you get 1 million followers, companies, brands, fans will start reaching out to you every single day. Like if you check my inbox, it's absolutely crazy. And one of the most exciting emails I received came in 2020. My channel was blowing up and a publishing house asked if I wanted to write a book teaching magic. So of course I responded saying yes, and I spent the next year pouring my heart and soul into this book here, and I basically just condensed all my best magic tricks for beginners into one place. And now that sounds awesome from the outside, but this is the reality of what I looked like whilst I was writing the book. My face was swollen from stress, as you can see, and I was just overworked trying to balance my university degree alongside my online courses and also my YouTube channel, and now I was writing a book on top of that. And honestly, it was just a very low point for me, and I genuinely considered giving up on the whole YouTube thing and deleting my channel because it all just got too much. Now, I did keep going. I graduated from university, I then published the book, and amazingly it became a bestseller on Amazon in their magic section, and now it's in over 100 bookstores around the world, which is just like so cool. In fact, I remember once I was in Sweden with my mum, and we were just like walking along the streets, and we looked into one of the bookstores, and my book was just there on one of the shelves, which was just pretty unreal. Because it's just a very weird feeling when something you spent so much time on is just in a random country in a random bookstore. But the lesson I learned here was simple. When you build something valuable on YouTube, opportunities will come your way, but you need to be ready to manage your time really well, or you'll just end up like I was, which was stressed out and overworked. And speaking of opportunities, let me tell you about the time YouTube allowed me to hang out with a billionaire. So the 6th way YouTube has completely changed my life is through allowing me to meet amazing people and form connections with them. Here's the thing, you never know who's watching your YouTube videos. It could be like a chef from Japan, it could be your old school teacher, or it could even be a billionaire who wants to learn a new skill. And we'll get to that in just a second. But the point here is that creating a YouTube channel opens you up to the whole world. And if you create high quality, valuable videos, it just becomes the ultimate networking tool, because your viewers start to see you as an expert in your niche. And some of them will want to learn from you, they'll want to work with you, and even meet you. And that's what's happened with me. I've met so many amazing people through this platform, and one of the most interesting was the day I received a message from the personal assistant of a billionaire. Now, I can't mention his name for obvious reasons, but he wanted to learn magic to impress his granddaughter whose birthday was coming up. And he'd seen my channel and asked if I was open to teaching him. So yeah, I checked my schedule. Turns out I was free, surprisingly. And I said, yes, of course, I'm happy to teach you. And I was expecting to have a Zoom call or something, but instead he flew me out to his house, and then I spent a few days teaching him magic in person. So don't underestimate the power of YouTube as a way to form new connections and meet new people. Now, obviously, meeting new people in the business sense is one thing, but a really common question people always ask me is, how has 1 million subscribers impacted your social life? I mean, do people treat you differently? Do they give you more attention, especially when it comes to things like dating? So let's talk about it, because there have been some big changes. So generally speaking, most people don't really care about your follower count. I think Casey Neistat says it best here.
But what's the one piece of advice? Nobody cares about you is something that was never made clear to me. You think that everybody's paying attention, and because of that, it kind of controls how you think. And the reality is nobody gives a shit. Everybody is so focused on themselves in this world. Nobody has time for you.
What he means by this is that people are living their own lives and they're just doing their own thing, and they don't think about you or your subscriber count nearly as much as you think they do. And knowing this is super, super liberating, because it just makes you realize that if no one cares about you, your subscriber count, and your channel, you now have the freedom to make the kind of videos you want to make. But when it does come to friendships and dating, there's actually a much bigger challenge that I've not really heard anyone talk about. And that's because the lifestyle of a YouTuber is usually quite extreme and unpredictable. One day you might be filming videos in your studio, the next you're flying off to a conference to give a talk, and the next week you might be in a different country getting some more content for your channel. And finding people who match this lifestyle really is a challenge, and people who've got more normal office jobs tend to have a lot more predictability in their life, where the YouTuber does not. So when it comes to things like hanging out with friends or even dating, trying to synchronize these competing lifestyles is actually one of the biggest challenges that I've personally faced. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please check out the free training by clicking the first link in the description.